Hi there, the name's Nico, and today I want to go over my first impressions of Arda. Arda is the newest character added in Eternal Return, and a character I consider as the fourth support added into the game. He has 3 simple spells. His Q makes him roll a scroll in a particular direction, his W places a cube on the ground and hits twice in a square around the cube, slowing the enemy, and his E places a pillar that knocks people up. The interesting part of his kit is his ultimate and passive. His ultimate will enhance one of your spells depending on what one you choose, like how Barbara works. It doesn't refresh the cooldown of your other spells like Barbara though. His RQ makes the scroll wider and go farther, as well as doing more damage. Using RQ gives you a 30% cooldown reduction on R. Using RW makes a barrier around the cube, rooting any enemy in it, and destroys each barrier in a clockwise direction, which then slows enemies. And the most important spell in his kit is RE, which increases the range in which you can place a pillar and allows you and your teammates to teleport to where the placed pillar is from the one automatically placed from where you casted the spell. That might have sounded a bit complicated, so just look at the animation I have placed on screen in case you did not understand what I meant. And his passive is the second main part of his kit, which is that after hitting an enemy with 3 spells at max passive level, you heal yourself and your teammates. My first thought about him is that he is a hard character to play despite having a relatively easy kit. I believe it will take some time for people to play him optimally, so if you are struggling with the character at first, that is completely understandable. His kit might be simple, but it is hard to execute due to requiring good positioning. If the opponent does get on top of Arda, he will die almost immediately. He can use RE to escape, or maybe a good time totem, but with enough practice, I believe Arda should not get into these situations 90% of the time, unless he gets trapped between multiple teams. So based off my initial testing, I found that his damage is not super high. Even if you try a burst combo such as R, RW, EQ, D, it still only does like at most 40% of someone's health bar. This is even if you build full damage. In terms of builds, you definitely want to have max CDR so that you can proc your passive as many times as possible. Some people have tried playing him full damage, but I believe playing him as more of a support will work better in the long term due to his lackluster damage. So building items such as Nightingale or Temperance would work well with him to increase the healing he provides, with transitioning to the Empress for better zoning on Q poke. He does have a slow on W, so the Empress might not be needed. You'll want to approach playing him by zoning opponents with Q and W, safeguarding your team from danger with RE, or enabling your team to pursue enemies with low HP using RE. While mastering the timing for RE will require a lot of practice, I believe that anyone who takes the time to master Arda will be an asset to a wide variety of teams. In terms of team comps, I believe he would work best with 2 backliners who just poke the enemy team, and if they try to get on your backliners, you use RE to get away from the opponent. Alternatively, you could try something aggressive and have Arda start the fight with RE, but I believe he would definitely work better with the former comp, as long fights work in his favor because of his low damage and the healing he provides for a team. So overall, I believe Arda will be more of a niche pick, but the few players that do spend the time to master him will be heavily rewarded. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comments, and I hope to see you at the next video.